Look inside into my
We
mind.
did not sync up here, actually. We did the opposite of sync up, and we wore the same black shirt. Jordan looks like it's Ricky Gervais in between projects. And I look like a divorced dad that has just like found a new lease on life.
Yeah.
Jordan's old look was a divorced dad. Remember that?
Yeah, I
look
just
he
thought
always
I'd
did?
skip a few steps. Keep that charade. Ugh.
Charade.
Charade.
What if I did that?
I remember when charades
Whoa,
was
what's
a Pokemon.
What the fuck? How are you seeing that? That's not what we're looking at. That's not. Oh, there you go. Probably should hide all that.
Yeah.
It's probably not
I
great.
think
to
you
have.
should right now because there's that.
Oh yeah,
thing in the
Highwayman.
middle. Yeah. Yeah, Highwayman. Yeah, that's
I
what
paid for every single
I
episode.
wasn't
of
talking
that.
about Highwayman. I was talking below Highwayman.
What, the podcast? What, Optus?
Oh,
the,
right.
the
I
number
forgot.
to get Optus.
Oh, right. I thought that was your bank card or something.
I didn't put my bank card on my desktop.
Well, neither
dude.
did I. I thought you were a psychopath. That's why I thought I'd give you the benefit of the doubt.
No, you didn't give me the benefit of the doubt, did you?
Oh, yeah. I did, mate.
No, you didn't. That wasn't the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of the doubt would have been like, no, Jake wouldn't do that. But you were like,
then
you
I didn't give you
assumed,
the- I assumed.
I did do that, which is the opposite of benefit of the doubt.
All right.
I got no benefits from him at all. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna test the podcast real quick. Classic cold start that we do. Live from a Russian conservatory. It is not another podcast. Sitting across from me is Conrad, Jordan Gasparotto.
Sitting across from me is fellow comrade, Mr. Jacobella. Jake, how was your goulash?
My goulash was good last night.
Good.
How is your wife?
She was bearable.
Excellent.
Sounds like an alien.
Sounds great.
She was bearable.
Like one of the cone heads.
She was bearable.
She was bearable.
Her pendulum was larger than mine.
Welcome everyone to the podcast.
Hey. Ho.
Cool. Live from a Russian conservatory. It is not another podcast. Sitting across from me is Conrad, Jordan Gasparotto.
Sitting across from me is fellow comrade, Mr. Jacobella. Jake, how was your goulash?
My goulash was good last night.
Good.
How is your wife?
She was bearable.
Excellent.
Sounds like an alien.
Sounds great.
She was bearable.
Like one of the cone heads.
She was bearable.
She was bearable.
Her pendulum was larger than mine.
Yeah, okay, we're feeling it. I think this might be a good podcast, everyone. So everyone listening on this, everyone viewer. It's a very exciting time. Do you want to message this out on your Insta?
Have you messaged yours already?
No, I haven't done it.
Okay.
We'll just do it while we wait for people to populate it. It's later than usual, but the podcast will be live.
Are you having a bad hair day like I am? Watch the podcast. Are you having a You having a bad hair day like I am? Then go watch the podcast with me.
You're having a bad hair day like I am.
It's gonna be on a shirt.
You're having a bad hair day like I am.
You're having a bad hair day like I am.
If you're having a bad hair day like I am.
I'm only watching this so I can get your.
You're having a bad like I am.
Like I am tonight. You are butchering the music of my people.
You're having a bad dare date. You're having a bad dare lately, Ireland.
Someone take the tight of the water supply.
You having a bad. If you're having a bad bear lane like Marlon, go watch the podcast. You having a bad bear day? Just Staberlin burping. The podcast will be live. I can't read. Oh, that's annoying.
The podcast will be live, you and me together, so we can enjoy it just by ourselves. No one else watching. Though, if you like watching.
Are you having a bad hair day like I am? Come watch the podcast with me.
I just love how I steamboat. Sandbag you.
Steam bag.
Steam bag, steam roast. I'm here to have a roast with me and you. Is that you? 4,000 kilobytes uploaded. It's a lot of kilobytes. 30 encoded FPS. That's what you need. 1 gigabyte of memory. That's all you have. So if there's anybody watching right now, please make yourself known in the message. You will get a shout out. We'll talk about you. Not to your face, but on the computer. I don't think Jake's having a bad hair day. I think he's just saying that to make me feel better.
Oh, you don't think I'm having a bad hair day?
You never have a bad hair day. I like your hair. It's all curly and textured.
Yeah, that's not what I want.
That's not what you want? Ugh. Isn't that funny?
Do you remember Freckle Juice? No, I don't think you remember Freckle Juice. Don't worry.
Isn't Freckle Juice? They try to make themselves look like they have freckles and they drink. They drink.
It was a book.
It was a book, wasn't it?
Book about this kid that had freckles hated him, wanted to get rid of freckles. No.
Someone wanted freckles.
The kid wanted freckles because he didn't think his parents made him wash his behind his ears.
Yeah.
And the kid with freckles would have always gotten away with it because he looks dirty anyway. That was honestly what it was from.
I remember that.
That's funny.
Who wrote that? Fuck.
I don't know.
I feel like it's an Andy Griffiths. Talking about asses that invade from space. Horrible, horrible.
You having a bad hair day like I am?
Then come watch the podcast with us.
Then come watch the podcast with us. That'd be a really good trailer. Let's do that one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having a bad hair day like I am?
You having a bad hair day like I am?
This is your thing. Do you want to do it? You go.
I'll do it.
You open it.
I'll do it. All right. Wait.
You open it.
Give me a sec.
Okay, I'll wait.
You ready?
No, I'm not. No, wait.
We're ready.
Okay, we're ready. Go.
You having a bad hair day like I am? Then come watch the podcast. Come watch the podcast with us. I knew what was going to happen, and I still did it anyway.
I paused I felt like for long enough to make you feel like you were safe, and then
I'm never safe in this house.
You having a bad hair like I am? You having a hair day like Kitty? Hey, Kitty! Come on my fucking house, Kitty! Kitty! You having a bad hair day like I am? Shut up, Kitty! You having a bad hair day like I am? Shut up! Sorry, I'll stop.
That was good. That was funny.
Shut up. Get it. They mostly come at night. Mostly. Meow. Shut up, get it.
This fucking guy.
My voice is going to blow before we even start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So before we start, we have to vibe to a song.
Astra. No.
Not.
That kind of sounds like me. Astra. Not.
What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain goes numb, you can call them
Hey, Chi, how's it going?
What's
We're
going
good.
on?
How are you? You're good.
Say hi to Dad for me.
Say hi to your dad for me as well.
What's he doing this? Is he still there? No way. I gotta know.
Here, Jake, have a button.
Is that from YD?
That's the one from my one. I didn't nick it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. I was like, what the fuck? You didn't get anything with YD today. Oh my god.
They're on me like a hawk.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like some help? I'm just with that guy.
I can't.
I thought I had a YD bag.
We're about
They
to
would
leave for the
ignore me.
airport.
Oh,
There you go.
hello. Hey, Steve. Hey, Milo. How are ya? Ooh.
All right, we're gonna hit record on this podcast and fucking
do it.
smash it. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Now get it.
All right. Live from inside University of Sydney's technology halls, we've got our MD over here, Jordan Gasparotto of cybersecurity.
And sitting across from me, trying to get through his degree, it's Mr. Jacobella. How's it going?
I'm doing really great. I just thought that it was great to have what I've been able to do is open up a stream so that we could tell the people what we've been doing in our technology hall. So first, I'd like to tell everyone we've been our semester is open. We've welcomed all the new students, and it's really great to have them here.
Do you know what our technology?
Our technologies that we're focusing on right now is networking. So, this guy over here, Derek, he really knows it. He's one of our teachers here at the technology hall. You don't want to talk? Okay. But he's one of our really most popular teachers. He's doing the networking course, and everyone really loves him. You like this one?
Yeah, I like it.
You like it? Do you feel like
I thought our technology was we're developing a technology to when there's protesters in China that we know who to grab. Like we facially recognize.
facial recognize. It's really hard to do that one in China. What? Wow. It is. There's so many people. You can't track that. It's really hard.
I'm not making
to do.
that a soundbite, mate. But Adam will.
All right, welcome everyone to the podcast. That was a little bit we like to do. We just like to end it. We like to exit the bit by saying that was a little bit we like to do. It is a really safe environment here, and
But Jake's actually a racist.
Look. I mean, I don't like to. I wouldn't say that I'm a racist.
A purist is what you like to call yourself.
Stop saying it. Just stop saying it. It's just not healthy. It's gonna be. We're recording this right now.
Hey, you're the one saying this stuff. I'm just keeping quiet and being like,
I think I can't post, but I can't post this podcast if it sounds like that.
okay, all right, I'm sorry. Like, some introspectively, like, look at yourself and being like, maybe I should change.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm great. Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
And that was the end of the bit. Yeah.
How's it going? There's a little bit we have. Let's have fun here, huh? Blend reality.
Yeah.
and
Once again,
fiction.
we are on Twitch. We are. It is like almost 5 p.m. and we are streaming
Decent
at the same
time.
time as making the podcast. So, it's a new world for us. Hopefully, it brings an extra life to the podcast.
A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. Here you go. There's your point.
You like that, didn't you? You went and watched that.
Let us go.
You went and watched that musical, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
The Aladdin one.
It was good.
Yeah, I would like to watch
Yeah,
that.
I didn't notice his dump truck butt, but
Oh, he's got a dump truck, but I went and watched Hamilton, and the same guy that plays Hamilton played the Aladdin in the
Yeah.
when it was here in Sydney as well, and he was thick with multiple C's.
He's what they call a thick king.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, you can see my bad hair day right now. Let's just a little bit of. I'm gonna make it as crazy as I can.
Yeah,
just
so
so
he
you guys
did-
can make fun of me.
So what Jordan did is he did his hair, and then he went to sleep, and then woke up, and he's like, I'm gonna keep it.
No, I tried to fix it up. It was much worse than
You
this.
should water it.
I should water it. All right, there you go. See, crazy character. But anyway, Jake, how was your week? What did you get up to?
You know what we did today,
No.
and I'm gonna go balls deep with this one.
we won't hear
away.
this from another kind of comedy. So let's hear your day.
So today we went suit shopping because obviously my father is getting married in about a week.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you're almost there. Let's see what happens. No, as in like I'm excited. Why do you laugh like that? You make it sound like I mean something. Fuck this. This is bullshit. I'm excited, and it's gonna be good. But we went suit shopping. I went and got a nice suit.
Yeah.
We went to 2 locations. 1 location 2 times, and I don't want to talk about it, but I will because it's still a pain point for me.
Explain for the people at home, right? I'll just do a quick summary.
So from my house, it was a 29-minute drive to a place called East Gardens. And then from there, we went to a place called Broadway Shopping Center.
Broadway.
And then that place didn't have exactly what we wanted, so we had to then go all the way back to East Gardens.
There we go.
But we didn't when we were first in East Gardens, I didn't go into that store because I was like, I know it's at the other one, so I'm going to go and do that. And then it's closer, and then, if I get any alterations, I want to be able to pick it up close. Then hell struck.
That's
The exact suit that I wanted at Broadway had a bit of a hanging thread, and it had pulled the threading on the. It looked bad. It looked like it wasn't something you could just like snip off and get away with it.
No.
It looked like a used jacket. I'm like, I'm not gonna wear that. If I'm gonna pay for
if you're gonna pay top dollar,
I'm gonna pay.
You want to get a top dollar suit.
Then I'm gonna go, and they're like, oh, well then we'll have to search and see if there's another one, in the area. And so I'm like, yeah. So there's one in Castle Hill, and there's one in. And I said before she said it, I'm like, is it East Gardens? And she was like, yeah, East Gardens. I'm like, I was just there. And she's like, oh no. And I'm like, it's the one in the Maya, right? And she's like, yeah, the one in the Maya. I'm like, yeah, okay,
she's just
cool.
repeating what you said.
So I'll go there. And she's like, oh, but you buy the items here though. Buy the items that you want. Like here, take this specific blue colored pants, and then go try and find the same blue over there, because they don't have the blue pants in that one.
Ugh.
And I'm like, okay, cool. So I buy the blue pants. That way I go and I'll get the actual blue, same color blue jacket at the East Gardens one. So we go to East Gardens all the way over again. It's another half-hour drive.
But we went a different way. Each time we went, it was a different way. Because Google was just like...
Google was like, oh yeah, that hour we were sending all the traffic through this road, and then this time we're going to send them all this way. But anyway, we get to East Gardens. I go straight to the Maya, because that's where this little YD section in the Maya. I go up and I'm like, oh yeah, apparently they called you about this, but I'm trying to match these pants with a suit jacket.
No, we didn't. I'm
gonna say what I said. I don't know.
You did say it, but like in my memory, you come up and you just like, I need to match these pants.
I had this like manic feeling.
He had a manic
because
feeling.
the way she looked at me like I was insane.
Yeah.
She was sandbagging me so hard. I'm like, excuse me, lady, this is like I want this. And then her face is like, and then she waited for me to say what I said, and then she went, well, we have a lot of stuff here.
She said we have everything here.
And I'm like, okay, well, can I get the suit jacket? And she's like, yeah. And she's standing in the way, and I can see the suit jacket behind her. And I'm like, well, your other colleague's going to get, so I'm going to go with her. And I had to like squeeze past her. She was just standing there.
And I had to walk past her too. I was expecting doing
like a brick wall.
Doing that to me. Like,
yeah, like that. Exactly. But I was rocked. It rocked my world. And so I'm like, so do you have it in this size? Like it was like a 42 or something. And then she looked up at me and she's like, it's really hard to get that color in this size. They get taken straight away. And I went, but they called and they said you have one in stock. Oh, the numbers just they don't add up sometimes. And I'm like, okay. Well, what can I do? There's another place, and she's like, you should try East Gardens. And I went, where the sorry, I didn't swear. I put my hand up and I went, where are we? No, I know.
You went like that.
It was
like
no. I was like, it was like almost like an uppercut jab to the throat. I went, where are we? And she went, I think in her mind, she's like, oh, fuck, yeah, we are in East Gardens. But there's another fucking YD inside the East Gardens Westfield, which is an actual YD store. which is what the Broadway lady was referring to, obviously. So then I was like, this fucking sucks. I'm going to go. And I don't know, you were laughing so hard after
Like
we
literally, like when you like come up and says, "I need to match these pads." There was a moment where she just looked at you, and I just said, "Fuck," and I started laughing.
She sandbagged me so hard. She was a brick wall. It was the worst thing. So that was a nightmare. It's like the exact reason I hate people sometimes is that like, just talk to me like I'm a human and don't stare at me like I'm an amoeba.
Exactly. But the beauty of it is she sort of said something like, "Oh, Carly called to her."
Oh my god.
To the lady who stonewalled you. So it was kind of like, "Oh, Carly, that must be her name."
Yeah,
like,
the
why
person
they
that helped me.
No, that's what sold it, and
Completely
that's why
different
I'm
story.
laughing my ass off right now because it's the greatest thing.
And then we walked all the way down. It was across from a big W and a Connor, and there was the YD store. It was the biggest YD I've ever seen in a shopping center.
Yeah.
Usually they're like they fit it in between the toilet and like the exit ramp, and it's like a slim store.
Yeah,
And then she's got everything really high up, but this one was really spaced out. A lot of room to rough and tumble. And they didn't have the suit color that I wanted. They didn't have the size I wanted. And so I had to fucking get my second favorite color.
A lighter shade of blue. Wow.
A lighter shade of navy blue. And, now it's getting tailored and I'll have to pick it up.
So there's going to be
But I have to go to East Gardens again. I'll have to go to East Gardens again. And I bet somehow I'm going to go like a magic fourth way that we've never gone before. I'm going to come up a tunnel and then I have to like, come backwards or something like that.
And you like get shot by a catapult.
Wow, what a nightmare. Yeah, well, look, it wasn't that bad because, look, we hired a go-get, so we got to drive back and forth, so it wasn't, like, public transport nightmare. And also, Jordan and I were just chilling, having fun. I think that was actually one of the best parts, was just laughing about everything with
It
Jordan.
was so good.
It worked really well. I thought it was very fun. So that was a highlight. We got to just go chill. We went and got your suits for the
My
wedding you're
suits?
going to.
Yes, I got a wedding. Not the same wedding.
Not the same
as a
wedding.
Similar wedding, but my invitation's still in the mail, apparently. I'm joking. I'm just a bitter ex-son. But yeah, it was fun. I went to this like tall and portly men's store, which was pretty good.
Johnny
And
Biggs.
Johnny Biggs.
I liked it.
It looked good. And I had,
Everything in that store was very stylish. And I was like, wait, like I was looking at the measurements and I'm at the size where I'm at the smallest size in that store and the biggest size of YD, and I'm like, great. There's like I'm in a transition right now. Like this is where my life could go, sort of thing. But no, I was looking and I was sussing some stuff out there. It's really nice.
Pretty good. I might shop online there. Going back.
Because you don't want to go back to East Garden unless you got a helicopter, because then you got your fifth way there. You just, oh, bye, Chi. Have
Bye,
fun.
Chi. Bye-bye.
Safe trip, Dad.
Dude, he's still on the stream.
That's not what I meant. I meant
Oh,
getting.
come
We were
on.
just talking about a helicopter, taking a helicopter there.
Well, we're talking about
No,
the flight.
Before that, I
I don't know.
transitioned from that to this. Whatever. Okay. But that was today. That was today. Hey, Kagan, what's up?
Hey, Adam.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
So that was a fucking nightmare.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
I bet you did. I bet you did. I thought it was like you're like, I got a fucking front row seat in this.
Oh, this is amazing.
atrocity.
Because it's like to the point when she was looking at you, it was sort of like, there's no saving grace to this. I'm
No.
just gonna laugh.
No. When I went to the Maya, honestly, like it felt like she had gone, okay, cool, get changed here, and I was like naked in front of her, and she was just like, fuck you to me. Like that's how it felt. I felt like that happened to me, and it was a nightmare.
Maybe that's a sales
Wait, I
tactic,
think
make you feel.
Adam wants to be mod.
Ugh.
I'm
I'm not even a mod on these things.
Yeah, but you keep having separate accounts, so I don't know which one to give.
Goldberger loves to spooge.
And you get hacked a lot, so I don't
No, I
want to.
don't.
I'm not going to do it.
What am I, Jack? Oh, jeez.
But yeah, that was today. But Jordan, how was your week? Like, did you get up to
Not as eventful as that is.
No, well, you were there today.
I
so
was
that
there,
Was
so
the event.
that's pretty much.
That was SummerSlam, I tell you.
Ooh, tell me, man. My nothing.
Don't touch that.
Nothing really
Don't
happened.
touch that.
I like touching it.
No, but if you do that, obviously it's going to come up in the mic.
Yeah. Not much. Not as. Yeah, I actually, you know what? My highlight of this week was I bought some lunch after, like, during work, right?
Yeah.
I'm walking up and I'm getting to toys and I hear, and I said,
Was
"Oh fuck, it's a
Winston there?
crazy." Hey Jordan, oh fuck, oh Jay, how's it going, man? How's it
Yeah, that
going?
was
So we
pretty
had
funny.
lunch together. That was my
That was
highlight of the
good.
week. It's pretty.
Yeah.
There's no crazies. I'm not on
No.
the door anymore, so all the crazies are just
Yeah.
you hear about. There's someone in the mood. They're stealing. So what are you gonna do, Jordan? And be like, I'm not on the door. And she's like, oh God, I'm just gonna let him pass.
Yeah.
Like, go
Do that.
do that. Doesn't bother me.
You know what? You know what we mark that price up for? It's worth 50 cents. It's not even worth it.
He keeps stealing the Freddo frags.
Oh yeah, because the Freddo frogs, they used to be 50 cents, but now they've jacked up the price to $1.50. But they're still the same size. Inflation. Can anyone answer that?
Fucking.
Adam, what's your history with? I'm just gonna throw this out there before we transition. But what's your history with East Gardens? Is that a place you went to growing up? Because I know you're from that area-ish, I guess. But is East Gardens like a local spot for you, or was that a Bondi Junction thing? Where you, like, was that? He said,
Fuck inflation.
Fuck inflation. Okay, we'll
I
get back.
bet. I bet he's a Bondi Junction guy. I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
definitely
he's
is a Bondi Junction guy. But yeah, we'll just transition into the news then, if that's cool. You ready?
I was born ready.
Welcome to another podcast news with your host, Dick Gazinga.
Hello, I'm Dick Gazinga here in the ravaged coronavirus state of Victoria and lower New South Wales. And, well, I'll let Daniel Andrews speak up.
Oh, he's back.
Hi, guys. I know I said it was only going to be 7 days, but this is the Delta strain. And I don't know much about Greek, but I know Delta is the D of the alphabet, and well, it's going to be another 7 days. Except if you're in regional Victoria, you can go to your boyfriend's, girlfriend's house, have sex, have a beer, get a shrimp on the barbie, stuff like that. But if you're in the city, fuck you, go to hell, stop spreading the corona.
Yeah, so I believe with the strands of COVID, there's the alpha, the balfa, the calpha, the dalpha,
No, it's
the falfa.
No, it's Biffa, Buffa, Bumba, Balin, Dwalin, Nori, Ori. I always forget the rest.
What are they? Are those the reindeer?
They're the dwarves in Hobbit.
Oh, okay. So,
Thorin, Balin, Dwalin.
East Gardens and Fox Studio is the place to be, just to let you know.
I hate Fox Studios.
Well, of course.
Whenever
you
someone
do.
says Moore Park, it's like,
Oh, no,
it's a
try
bit
and get
better
there.
now because it's like not the tram, but the light rail.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, I guess I have to walk from Central, walk up and
Nightmare.
like I'm a fucking ranger, just
Yeah.
walking in the forest.
Owen and Glowin as well. Owen and
On
Glowin.
glowing, yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. So yeah, first up I have here, there's an Anthony Bourdain documentary coming out, and the trailer's been released. Looks like it's a slow cooked to medium well documentary.
A suicide joke, nice.
No, what? It's not a suicide joke.
What? It was.
Why is everything I say getting misconstrued? Sloke. It's been a while since he passed away, but they've got if they're taking their time, it's gonna be a good documentary.
If only that suicide joke was slow cooked.
Oh my god, I didn't make a suicide joke. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love Anthony Bourdain.
Mm-hmm.
I watched all of his shows, Parts Unknown, and all that sort of stuff, and I really respected the way that.
Yeah, I was there when you found out about the news.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
cried.
sad.
Yeah, I openly cried. I wept in your arms.
You're like, it's okay. It's okay. Thank God. Oh my.
Hey guys, producer here. I think we have a caller on the line. Who? You can't just say that. You can't just say that.
What do you got, Adam? Who are you calling?
I
Who you
just
call?
go for it.
All right. Sony boss Amy Pascal sister of Pedro Pascal. There's a plan to connect the Fox universe of Venom, now Kraven the Hunter coming out soon, to the MCU.
Oh, thank God.
So there you go.
That's crazy.
So
Venom.
So Tom Hardy be like,
Oh, look at that. That's Venom. Oh, my God. That's Spider-Man.
sounds a bit like Tom Holland anyway. But you
Tom
get what I
Holland and
mean.
Tom.
You know what I mean. Yeah, so that's fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you reckon, when is that going to be initiated? Is the new Venom movie probably going to do that?
I don't know. They said there's a plan.
There's a plan. And there's a plan. First look at the Borderlands, characters and stuff like that in silhouette form.
Yeah,
Has been
someone's
released on
chosen
their
that as an
Instagram.
option. You know, the options where you can change the cinematic, you can make it look cartoony. This
Yeah.
is the silhouette. Like, watch the whole movie in
The whole
silhouette.
movie in silhouette. That would be that would be something
marionette.
Zack Snyder would do, and I'd be like, "Hey, Zack, stop it." No,
God, you're
seriously.
really going with those fucking suicide jokes.
I
dude. Far
what? There's no
out.
suicide joke. Okay, anyway, Borderlands gonna be great. We've got a cast that's gonna. I mean, it's Jack Black and Kevin Hart.
Kate Blanchett.
Sorry,
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Jamie Lee Curtis, which is gonna be freaking crazy. And then obviously some young up and comer for Tiny Tina. She's
Okay.
hilarious. She was one of my favorite characters in the whole game. So it's bound to be a very good.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna try with this one.
Mm.
It isn't gonna be like, I think people like the new Jumanji films that came out.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's got Kevin Hart and Jack Black again.
Yeah,
So like,
it's-
I feel like there might be some sort of connection there.
Mm.
So it might feel a bit that-ish.
Yeah, and you get to play as Jack Black. Be like, I'm going to choose that line of dialogue. Yay! And it's like Kevin Hart. Oh, it is that dialogue.
Wait. Do you think the Borderlands is like an RPG
Yeah.
where you get to pick dialogue?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, but if you're an editor of the movie,
What?
you have like the
No.
scenes.
But like, it's not. It's not like that. You don't pick your own dialogue like it's Mass Effect or
No,
whatever.
but like I saw like making of a movie once, and it sort of had like different takes. And he says, I want to use that take. And then he used that take, and that take was in the movie, and that became the movie.
What was this?
It was just like, something like Lord of the Rings. There was like different variations of how they said a line. And he'd be like, I want 3. And then the character reacted to that.
That's cool.
And then they made a movie. And it was behind the scenes. And they were talking about like how you can make your own movie type thing. And I'm just like, why hasn't this been released? And I just don't think I've ever been able to.
Jumanji, welcome to Borderlands. Thank you for that.
Thor and Love and Thunder. Whack, crack, boom, lightning. Here he is, Chris Hemsworth, muscular. His arms are huge. They've wrapped filming of the movie. They've had a picture. It has a picture of Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth is Thor, and his arms are fucking huge, dude. Holy shit.
Trunks.
Trunk arms. Holy
Yeah.
fuck. It's amazing what anabolic steroids can do these days. Really,
so true.
really gets the blood flowing. But yeah, he's looking fit. He's looking good. He's going to play a great Hulk Hogan. I'll tell you that much.
Is he actually playing Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
You said it twice today now, and I'm
Yeah, he's
just
playing Hulk Hogan in a Netflix biopic.
It better be good.
Mm.
If Taika Waititi's doing that as well, then it's probably going to be boring and sound like every other Taika Waititi film. So
I disagree.
I disagree.
He has a very great voice of film. Very artistically.
Bear Margera Costa restraining. Were you gonna have this one? Or?
No.
Okay. Bear Margera, ex Jackass member, has
Acting.
copped a restraining order from the director.
Mhm.
I've forgotten the director's name. I can't believe Jeff Tremaine. After sending like multiple threats in video form
Who'd
to
have
him.
thought the guy from Jackass turned out to be a literal jackass?
Another film wrapped. Zach Braff's wrapped his filming of Cheaper by the Dozen reboot. No way that's a real thing. If that's a real thing, I'm there. I like Cheaper by the Dozen.
I like Cheaper by the Dozen, I just don't like
But I
that.
like Steve Martin. That's
Yeah.
the thing. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So Bear Margera sending all these things. Guys, give me like if all my followers gave me like $100 on Venmo, I could make a movie so much better than Jackass.
So,
Like all my stuff was pretty much like all of Jackass. So no CKY and none of that. No Ryan Dunn, of course, and that's just I'll do it. That's like the videos, honestly.
I just can't wait for 3 months where it's going to be Steve-O going, all right, here's my history with Bam Margera. Starting from 2000. What's his name? Margera. Bam Margera. Here's my history on Bam Margera. You've all been asking, and no, he won't be in Jackass 4.
Tremaine and the studios, they kept me in Philly, and then they gave me uppers and downers all the time, and they just expected me not to be a drug addict. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know how he sounds, but if he doesn't sound like how you're doing it, I'm going to be disappointed.
Bro. Exactly
Okay,
like that.
cool.
I'm nailing it.
Because you know how sometimes if someone does a voice and you're like, that's really funny, then you listen to him and it's like, there's nothing like him.
No,
but the voice is funny.
I watched like a whole hour of all of the compilation videos of him complaining.
That's how you do it, man. We're
It
always
was
searching.
very funny.
Podcasters, we're always searching.
We're always searching, and
You hear
John
that?
7 Sex again.
You hear that? It's the sound of Sega World returning to Sydney, possibly. That might be
No.
You're right there. I see right there.
What?
New report. New reports. Everyone's fired
oh my
up.
god! I hope it can. They have to do the same infrastructure, the same red box with the pyramid. I hope it's that.
Just somewhere.
How would it be Sega World though?
I don't know. Someone owns Sega somewhere.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
Nintendo
true.
owns Sega or something. Someone owns
I don't
Sega.
know. Oh, Steve-O doesn't drink or do drugs anymore, so I'm not sure how funny it would be in the movie. Bye, Winston.
Winston,
Yeah, Winston's just
the
having
third,
fun.
our only producer.
He loves that. He loves that little room. He hangs out in there.
Just love him, stroke him.
Stroke him.
If you got anything to say,
No, I have nothing to say
I
about
got one.
that.
I got a couple. Two.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I have more, but
Okay,
I
cool.
just don't have anything to say on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
A deer was on the run on Fitzroy,
Melbourne?
in Melbourne. So since
Wait,
you know
wait,
there are
that's
less-
locked down. That he shouldn't. He should be fined. He should be prosecuted.
Yes, but since there aren't any like people out and about, and they're so
No,
locked
you gotta
down,
take
all the
responsibility,
wildlife's
man.
coming in,
You got to
and
take responsibility. That dish should have been wearing a mask. He should have been keeping 1.5 from everyone. What a disgrace.
oh dear.
Good God. Called it Jupiter Legacy, a show about superheroes.
You take
Second
a
I
sick
saw
amount.
it-
No, you take a sick amount of like I don't know. You take so much pleasure from this one, but go for it.
But anyway, because I tell you why, I got gypped. Bunch of tricksters, Netflix. I thought Tim Robbins, right? Tim Robbins finally made the jump from dramatic films and romantic comedies to the superhero genre. I thought the main character was Tim Robbins. Instead, it was Josh Duhamel, made to look like Tim Robbins. Damn tricksters!
They tricked
yeah,
me.
They tricked me. Yeah, that's been cancelled by Netflix. But that show got cancelled, but there's apparently going to be
a
a
spin-off.
spin-off instead about the villains. So it's going to be the villain group of that thing.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay. I didn't even watch it, so I don't know.
Every picture of publicity about this show is always like these superheroes that have just been beaten up. That's it. And okay, I'm like, I don't think in the way that looks, I don't want to watch that.
No.
I don't recognize any of those
No.
faces.
I'm just
I
going to
don't
read the
care.
comic. For when it's on
I
sale.
might, if Zach Braff does a reboot of it, I might watch it. I'll tell you.
Hi, I'm Jupiter Ascending.
Ascending.
Na 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 na.
Do you have another?
One more. They keep bringing me back in. John Wick 4 cast Donnie Yen to be in
Who's Donnie Yen?
in Rogue One, how it's the blind guys.
Oh, yeah.
He's in it. He's the
Oh.
IP man. He's
The Ip Man.
the Ip man. Ipswich.
Ipswich.
Yeah, he's going to be in John Wick 4. He's going to be a friend of John's, played
Okay.
by.
But you know what his
Yeah.
friends do? They always try to stab him in the back for the money.
Yep.
Rogue One. What did you say?
Rogue One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was delayed, man. Good job.
I had to learn how to spell rogue.
So right now I have a list of everything new coming in June for Disney Plus.
Hit me.
So I just thought I might run through this for everyone. So Raya the Last Dragon will no longer be paid for. It will just be
I
a
wanna
free
see that. That seems
free to stream video. We've got Disney Amphibia, Disney's Junior Muppets Baby, Gordon Ramsay Uncharted, Texas Throwdown. Oh, that's season 3 of Gordon Ramsay Uncharted. Sorry, Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaur.
Movie
Us-
review.
Us Again.
Ugh, hate
X. What was that?
that. Us.
Yeah, what is Us Again?
Oh,
It's
us
called.
again. I thought you meant us as in the.
That's. I
Jordan
thought that was
Peele.
called US.
My
I'm
mistake.
joking. I don't know
My
what it's called. X-Men Origins: Wolverine. High School Musical series episode 204, The Storm.
Ooh, new season.
Big
during
Shot
COVID.
episode, Everything to Me. I don't know what that is. Star Wars Bad Batch episode 106. Marvel Studio Legends. It's
Okay.
from the Disney Marvel Studio Legends. It's okay. Okay. Sorry, this is a part of the whole thing. The Loki thing. So the
Yeah.
Loki premieres
Next
on June
week,
9th.
I think. On Wednesday, not Fridays, like
Mhm.
everyone else.
Yes, it is
Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
Look at
It's
Wednesdays.
MODOK. Anyway.
Oh, that's the Patton Oswalt thing.
Okay. Disney Junior Puppies, Dog Pals. We've got The Happiest Millionaire, Gordon Ramsay, Uncharted Season 3.
Is Gordon Ramsay the happy millionaire?
Yeah, right. Incredible Dr. Pole. We've got another Bad Batch episode coming up as well.
Oh, wow. This is good.
We've got Beth Macbeth. Oh, wait, that's another episode of Big Shot. We'll skip the Big Shots, I think. What else are we getting that looks interesting? Nothing. Just Loki. So everyone get ready for Loki. Put your pants on. We're ready to stream that on Disney Plus.
We will stream it on the streaming. We'll stream it while watching it streaming.
That's
So you
stealing,
you
and
do
we
not
won't be
need a
doing
Disney
that.
Plus account.
No, that's stealing, and we will not be doing
No, I've
that.
already paid for it. I can show off my friends.
And that is the end of the news.
No fornication with dogs, nor cats. Raccoons will be exempt because they're not a natural creature to Australia.
What about that deer that just like went down Fitzroy? Can I?
The deer has been dealt with, and the order has been sent by a man in Texas for its mate by the name of Joe Rogan.
Oh, have you ever had elk meat?
Man, Australian elk meat is just so great with coronavirus, dude. It really like builds up your muscle mass. All right, but anyway, there you go. That's the.
That was a good little segment. I really liked.
That
where
was
we
the bit,
went there.
guys. Dan Andrews wasn't part of our show.
He definitely wasn't
He's
here.
ignoring us.
Yep.
He should be. He should not.
We reach out to
Dan
him every
Andrews,
time.
I know you've had back surgery, but grow a spine and come on.
Mhm.
Come on, man. I would have voted for you if I was in Victoria.
Me too. I'd vote for him.
But instead, I'm in Victoria's sister, Sydney.
Said nay.
All right.
Yeah. So that was the news. It was great.
Great time for news, man.
great.
Yeah.
This week we will be talking about a classic movie, and a classic video game. Really, if you think about it.
Yeah, okay, we're bringing that into it.
Yeah,
All
why
right.
not?
Yeah.
It's honestly my only connection to it because I have no connection to this film. We'll be talking about 007 GoldenEye. The music, obviously the traditional I was about to say 7-Eleven 007 song, like that song that I was just going. Dun, 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 dun. When did that kick in the whole universe of? Is it like as old as Roger Moore?
Fucking Sean Connery.
Oh, okay.
I believe Dr. No was the.
Okay, because I was worried. I'm like, man, I really like that song, and I was like, is it like the? Because it got a bit Russian. They're like, how sometimes depending on who they're talking to, but I guess Russia was always a big aspect of the enemies.
This one's very music wise is very experimental. If you look at the next one, it's sort of very traditionally like a Bond film score. This one seemed very not techno. How do you do the?
fuck.
What do you call the? Oh, fuck, I'm dropping the.
Yeah, no, it wasn't very theatrical. It was very electronic. Yes.
Electronic. There you go.
Yeah, when he's like driving, racing that Ferrari in his Aston Martin down those like spinny, spirally highways, and that music that was playing, it was like so weird.
That's
it sounded like a Casio drum machine. That was like boom, boom, tick, tick, boom, 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 tick, tick,
It's
boom.
the only one that has that because
It was
from
so
Tomorrow
strange.
Never Dies is very sort of theatrical.
Yeah.
As I get older, I'm sort of like noticing the music more. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Like,
or lack of. There were a lot of scenes that had no score at all. And I was like, wow, this is missing so much.
all the scenes I remember like fondly, the scenes that have like a sort of orchestral theme. Like when he's talking to Onatop, it's sort of a little bit of like theatrical sort of. What's he doing first?
He said that. Do you want to read it out?
Thank you.
No, but do you want to read that out?
The first appearance of the James Bond theme was in Dr. No. There it was used as part of the actual gun barrel and main title sequence. In From Russia with Love, the James Bond theme appears to not only be in the gun barrel pre-title sequence, but as part of the main title theme and in the track James Bond with Bongos. Thank you, Adam.
Very cool.
Thank you. What was I going to say?
Good copy and paste.
Yeah. There's like, the moments I remember is there's like the one bit of music that I do remember is like the, like when he's like talking to 006 again.
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Sean Bean.
Or when he's like talking to the Russian programmer and she's like, oh, you have to kill him. But he's like, yeah, I know what I have to do. And that music's playing on the beach and stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is a James Bond. This is James Bond music.
Yeah.
But anyways, come to the beginning. Did you like this movie? Yeah. You thought it was alright?
It was alright. I watched it. I enjoyed it. It was like it was if I wanted to go back and go, I want a really basic spy film. Then this is it.
This is
like, you know, it's a spy that breaks into somewhere, defies all odds, like shoots up the place, blows up the whole place, and then parachutes away. That's all it ever is.
Yeah.
The scene where he skydives down and gets into the plane and then pulls up, insane. Pretty crazy. I did like that. That was a good opening to the whole thing. I didn't expect Sean Bean to die so quickly, but then again, it is Sean Bean, so I understood that it had to happen.
But it happened.
Yes.
Don't cry that it happened. Cry that it...
What are producers for? Hard.
Okay. No, as a kid, this was like the James Bond movie that I owned on VHS. Like it was, I think it's the one that I watched more often. But as I get a bit older, I can as I didn't like, I remember one of my oldest memories was going to see the sequel to this, which is Tomorrow Never Dies, and hating the fuck out of it. But now I'm like, GoldenEye's great, but I'm like, oh, I kind of like Tomorrow Never Dies as well. So it'll be interesting to see when we do, like, somewhere in the future, we'll do the second one. Yeah, it'd be interesting to sort of see which one I now prefer as an adult.
Yeah.
I just remember buying the VHS, like the MGM classics.
Yeah.
I remember the cover. I remember the look.
like a little rectangle with the cover
With
in
the cover,
it.
and I love the fuck out of that movie.
Yep.
I love the music in Give or Miss. The orchestral stuff I did enjoy. That's most memorable. But I like the look of this. It's kind of dark, but not. It's kind of, I don't know. It's got an edge to it.
Yep.
It just kind of feels, because you see the other ones, they're
It's
quite
very practical.
very
like
practical.
This one.
Yeah, and
it
it's
was
very
95.
Very 95. Something you can do on film. What's he?
Yeah.
I remember being. Oh, everyone's disappointed. Die Another Day, Adam. I remember being horribly disappointed. Die Another Day. Yeah, of course, Adam. No one likes Die Another Day.
I have not seen any Pierce Brosnan 007s, even though in my brain, when someone says 007, it's Pierce Brosnan, it's not Daniel Craig.
Yeah, that's.
I go, yes, Pierce Brosnan is 007. He's the shape of 007 in my brain.
Did you know that
I said Pierce Brosnan as well?
Yeah,
which is
I didn't
another
wanna
thing I
correct you.
recently learned
Brosnan.
that it's Brosnan, and fucking blew my mind. I'm like, no, I died and came up into this world where everyone calls him Brosnan. This is my Mandela effect.
It's Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how you react to the other ones, because because with Pierce Brosnan, it's a very interesting point in the 90s, because if you go to
Brosnan.
Thank you, Adam. I don't know if he's just slow or there's a delay. It's very interesting because you haven't seen any of the Roger Moore ones, have you?
No,
okay.
I've only watched Daniel Craig ones.
And this is the only sort of one.
Not even a Sean Connery one I've watched.
Interesting, right? Because I was
proud of that too.
I did initially wanted to do, like, we'll watch one Sean Connery one, like, just before the new one came out, but they kept getting pushed back, so fuck it, we're just going to do it. You go to the one previous, which made less money, but it was a very sort of dark 80s sort of film where he's like this real vengeful sort of James Bond. People are like, no, I want Roger Moore type shit. So Pierce Brosnan, I think, had a really hard time where he wanted to be, yes, I'm a stone cold killer, but also I have to like wink at the camera being like, hey, I'm going to shoot this guy. I'm going to fuck this girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, Great movie. I love it. I love this movie. And also, my favorite one is Casino Royale, also directed by the guy who does GoldenEye. So he did 2 James Bond movies I liked. Yeah, thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, highly enjoyable. Just watch all of them. Fucking watch them in order and then just appreciate it. Yeah.
Watch Born Identity. It's more exciting. I think so.
Okay. All right, okay.
If you want espionage and spies and stuff like that, that's probably the best option.
Mm.
Or just watch The Quantum of Solace. That's probably the
the best Daniel Craig one.
best Daniel Craig
Actually,
one, actually.
without being sounded
Like
a
at
prick.
the end, you know how he makes everything blow up and he walks away from it? Such a good film.
No, but he gets him to he drives him out in the middle of the desert and is like, hey, there's diesel in that. Fucking drink that, you prick, and walks away. Oh, fucking bastards.
Yeah,
Love
see.
it. I unapologetically
Wait,
like.
he has all the Blu-rays in a box set. Holy shit.
I do actually. So I watched this one.
So does Adam.
Oh, do you?
You guys are like best friends. What the
Do
hell?
you have like the golden one that's like wide like that, or do you just have like the box? Because I respect people who have the long
the
one.
long one with every single individual thing?
Yeah.
Keep going.
My favorite one. Kind of. Very much a time capsule of it's such a, when I'm thinking, I was like, this is such a 95 film.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If it was made in 96, 97, would be a completely different experience. And that's why I love that sort of mid 90s. Be interesting to see how these films sort of change up. And the fact that there's still practical, because I know they were like, not until the prequels, they started really using CGI. The late 90s is when they did it. So it's still quite practical. Like even when he's falling from to get into the plane, it's clearly like a projection, and he's just
Yeah. There was a really interesting part of it when the last satellite dish was merging out of the water. And I was like, how'd they do that? Did they is there a dish that does this? Or was it a miniature and they made it look like it was big by
I
draining
think it
down?
is, because where they actually shot them like running down the thing, the satellite. I think there's I think it's an observatory or something like that, somewhere in Cuba or South America or something. But I don't know if it comes out of the water. I think that's just like a miniature.
Hagrid's in this.
Yes,
That was good. He had his natural accent as well.
He had his natural accent, natural Scottish accent.
No, that was Russian.
What?
He was Russian.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was
Hagrid's
like,
Russian.
Hey, James Bond, that's my girlfriend.
Remember when she was singing some sort of Russian song and he's like, shut up.
He was like, shut up, laddie. He's a Highlander laddie. He wants to kill a wailing woman.
That was weird because I haven't really seen Hagrid in any other film.
He is
and
in
you can really tell he's really big,
Yeah.
in this film. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
And they would have had to do a lot of weird shots so that to make him look a little bit normal sized for this.
He's not
That was
Andre
really
the
interesting.
Giant.
He seemed really big.
Well, Robbie, you stand here, and Pierce, you stand over there. I look like a hobbit. What's that? The movies won't come out for another 5 years. They're books. They're books, laddie.
Wait, isn't that the satellite that was destroyed earlier this year? Whoa, did
Possibly,
that actually
I don't.
That's crazy.
Possibly,
What are the odds?
yeah. And Sean Bean's still under. Ah! I tell you what annoyed me this movie, and this annoyed me at the end, where like Sean Bean's like, I dropped my gun. I'm gonna come down and like beat the fuck out of you.
Yep.
Just wait until the satellite hits and be like, cool, mission over.
Yep.
See you later.
I won. No, it was too personal this time.
Yeah. You can make an argument for anything
Yeah,
for that.
and then obviously at the end, roll over and kissed on the girl and whatever.
Yeah.
Which was the most annoying thing ever because that lady, every scene she was in was the most annoying scene in the world. Like when he gets darted and then he's like sleeping in the helicopter and then she just decides to be like,
Wake up! Wake up! Get it! Wake up! We need to get out of here. We're gonna die.
like I was just like why is she so angry at him? Like
He's Russian.
Yeah, it was annoying, and I didn't ship them, and then they got shipped anyway.
Did you do a thing where like you don't watch these movies, but sometimes when you watch these movies, there's like people who might be Bond girls, so it might be interesting to be like, who do you think's the Bond girl?
Yeah,
and you're like,
I thought it was gonna be Ferrari girl.
Ferrari girl, no,
and then that was weird. How did you watch that as a kid? I don't know. I wouldn't have grown up weird. I wouldn't have grown up right. If I watched those scenes because I like the part where he burns her butt.
Yeah,
on the sauna. She's like,
boom, and he like starts hitting her and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
it's funny.
kind of messed up. But yeah, I have fond memories of this movie. Is it perfect? No, but nothing ever is.
We're not sinking, we're falling. That's Indiana Jones, man. I know that one. Talk about a classic film in
Yeah,
all the
that's-
Indiana
That's
Jones
a class.
movies.
I'm growing on that movies every single year.
What, Temple of Doom?
Temple of Doom. Sound like
Damn.
Temple of Doom.
But yeah, I would suggest if you wanted to watch Pierce Brosnan, Die Another Day would be the one to go to because that has a good soundtrack. Definitely, yeah, Madonna's song, you know.
Madonna, yeah.
Guess I'll die another day.
And he gets like tortured by the North Koreans. you
Oh,
know.
is it a Korean thing?
So he gets
Oh, you
tortured.
gotta love when it's
and
not
then
Russian
Die Another
anymore.
Day starts playing, so he's just being tortured by like that really sassy pop music.
And you know, like obviously, I'm gonna delve into the reason Pierce Brosnan is the shape of James Bond in my head is because of all of the James Bond movie games.
yeah,
Not to mention the ones that aren't movies, the ones that were just games on their own as well.
yeah. Adam, what was that James Bond game?
There was
then? Something
what was it
Fire.
called? Yeah, something Fire. Nightfire.
Nightfire. I remember. I never played GoldenEye. I sort of played it maybe once with my mates in 64, and I
Yep.
thought, okay, cool. He's better at this because he can play it
More
nightly,
than-
and I'm like,
Yeah.
um,
Still like how you play, really.
I used to play Tomorrow Never Dies, and it's like you go into the camp and it's
Yep.
night, and he's like,
Yeah.
because I remember I was at my aunt's house, and then there was like something on TV, and it's like, here is like a video game thing, and it was like, here are the cheat codes, where are the and start writing down like the cheat codes because
Yeah.
I never knew the internet existed.
The cheat codes are always really fun on those games as well. No, but yeah, that was my shape. That was my shape for James Bond. Was every James Bond game I did play because they're always fun. They have they introduce the gadgets and you
Yeah.
get to play with all that sort of stuff, like the laser watch and all that sort of stuff. Which was in this film, the laser watch when he's trying to break out of the was it a? Are they in a train?
The
oh, yeah,
Russian
the
train
The
that-
Russian train, and he's like, "Yeah, try and do it." And he's like. And then you can see like it's coming out of his watch in a weird angle. I'm like, yeah, there's no.
And she's
Like,
like,
they didn't even try with this one.
what do you sit on and can't take with you? Cha! What do you think of the intro song of this one? Like the Golden Eye.
Can I be completely honest?
What?
Skipped it.
Did you?
Yep.
Interesting.
I saw the shot and I went, let's skip this part and then start at the movie.
At the point of Adam coming at me right now, I don't like the GoldenEye theme song. I've never liked it. It's like nails on chalkboard for me.
Well, I'll never have to deal with that.
I'm
one
gonna
'cause
play it.
I just went, hey, like bring up the scene selection thing. Go until I actually see movie and then there. Because nothing will ever beat the intro song for Spy Hard
Spy Hard.
by Weird Al Yankovic.
I'll give you that.
And
you, Adam.
and obviously Adele's Rolling in the Deep version of 007, which is good.
I know
Great-
you said
great
that.
movie.
I know you said that.
Wait, Thunderball, Tom Jones.
Yeah, I like Thunderball. I also
Oh wow,
like,
does he do that? It's not unusual to be 007 anymore.
does Tom Jones do that song?
Of course, Tom
I only
Jones
know
does.
him as Thunderball.
No, you don't.
It's not
does heaps. He does
unusual to
heaps.
be hit by Russians at all. It's not unusual to be betrayed by 006.
Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I didn't know that was a Bond song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Live
I
and
just
Let
thought
Die.
it was a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song in a Bond film.
Yeah.
From Russia with Love, Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
I also like You Only Live Twice because it's got kind of like a Japanese sort of orchestral feel.
I
to it.
need to talk about this right now. So since Goldfinger was a thing, and I understood that one, he touches people with the Goldfinger and they turn gold, right? Is that a thing, or is that the Midas touch?
That's Midas touch.
Okay, see, I have no idea. When I watched GoldenEye, I was like, yeah, okay, someone's gonna have a fucking golden eye or something in this, but no, it's a satellite dish and whatever.
Do you want to know why it's called GoldenEye before Adam Googles it? Because
Um,
GoldenEye was... Oh, sorry.
the thing was gold.
No, the name GoldenEye comes from Ian Fleming's home in Jamaica. He called it GoldenEye, so they used that because they ran. By that time, they were running out of bookstores.
Oh, diamonds are forever.
That's a good one.
Forever, ever, 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 ever. No, seriously, didn't know that was a Bond song as well. But diamonds are forever.
The diamonds are forever.
Jeez, I'm really learning here.
Yeah, well,
How many Bond films are there?
25, including
Oh,
the
that's
new one
not
coming.
many. I thought there was. Well,
Yeah,
I thought
compared
there
to
were
Marvel
like
and-
60 or something like
No,
that.
no.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
not
fun fact.
unattainable.
Would you like to know another fun fact?
How many books are there?
12 or 14.
That's the Kanye version. I know what I was doing.
I'm like the white Kanye. Pierce Brosnan was actually going to play the Timothy Dalton James Bonds.
What does that mean?
So he was doing a show called Remington Steele where he was like essentially a James Bond like character in the
Mhm.
80s. And they said he'd be a really good James Bond. So Roger Moore stopped and they're like, oh, the Remington Steele got cancelled. And then the Broccolis who produced the James Bond movies like, yeah, we want Pierce Brosnan. And he goes through, but there's like a 60-day clause where they can renew it. So it's like, oh, he's James Bond, great. And they renewed it trying to get more like thing out of it.
Yeah.
And the Broccolis are like, oh, why would people pay to see him as James Bond if you can watch it on TV?
Yeah.
So they said nope, and then they came back to him a couple of years later.
The Living Daylights.
Not The Living Daylights, the what's it called? License to Kill. That's a good one by Gladys Knight. Oh, one of my favorites.
Okay. So that's over. Let's not talk about those anymore.
Yeah, let's.
But this movie was okay.
Mm.
It had a young Pierce Brosnan. I didn't realize he looked like that. It's got an interesting cover where he's like holding a gun and it's black and white. It makes him look like the Joker with the wide smile.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Did you ever see that? Like he's
Yeah.
holding the gun and it looks like his mouth crease goes really deep.
You know
So
what he's
that's
doing
something
there?
I could never unsee.
You know what
in
he's
this.
doing? Sure. Sure. But yeah, it's one of the good ones. But
Yep.
like once again, one day we'll like review at the point all of them
And
slowly.
Yeah, and
And I think
and-
you'll appreciate it.
And just to wrap this whole thing up, I'd like to give it an Oscar. And I'd like to invent new Oscars for each of these movies that come out. And this Oscar I would like to give is to Pierce Brosnan for hairiest chest in the game. Congratulations, hairiest chest in the game for... What? It was hairy. It was a bush.
It was very hairy.
It was a very like when he was swimming and he was doing the backstroke or whatever in that little pool.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's keeping him afloat.
Because you don't know why. Because I bet you Mike Myers is like, oh, let's give Austin Powers hair then, yeah. Because he's just very hairy.
Exactly. So we'd like to give the Oscar for hairiest chest to Pierce Brosnan.
Hairiest chest, he's got the hairiest chest, he's got the hairiest chest, he's got the hairiest chest. Don't shave his chest, that's where the money is. Bow, bow. James Bond is hairy, he's so hairy, his pubes look big. He has sex with women. No condom, but pull out. No, not gonna do that. No.
Thank you, everyone,
Thank you.
for listening. That was Jordan Gasparotto's version of hairy chest. And
Do you know who was by?
if you'd like to follow him on Instagram, you can follow him on All Brand Stark on Instagram. You get renditions of different songs for different Bonds.
Bond. James Bond.
If you'd like to follow me, that's Mr. J himself on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. You can follow the podcast on all of those as well at NAPODPOD. And if you are not listening to us on Twitch or watching us on Twitch, we're there on Saturdays.
But not next week, though.
Not next week. We won't be on next week because wedding weeks. We've got shit to do.
Yeah,
okay?
we have lives. But we're here next week.
Yeah, so
We'll
see
do
you
a
then.
double feature of a Sean Connery movie. No, I don't know.
No, we won't. But yeah, it's been great. It's been great. And somebody suck me. No, that's sign us away. I thought that was a good.
So no illegal
fucking-
no
no
illegal
more
viewings of
dandruff.
GoldenEye. You can't go to a movie theater and say, here's my Blu-ray copy. My mate Adam gave it to me to view at the movies.
But it's licensed to a UK because I bought I don't understand people that buy media from other countries because you're gonna come here and you're not gonna be able to watch
The
it.
cover's different, mate. You don't want a box like Adam. You want a long box like Jordan, where it has all the Bond girls. So he's like, the Asian one's the Bond girl on this. Yeah. So don't stream Loki on Twitch. That's
All
what I
right.
was getting at.
So no more Dandrews, and that was the end. Thank you so much. All right, that's the end of the podcast. But now that you're here, Adam,
Am I hairy enough to play James Bond?
Adam was like, this delay's killing me. I wish I could just talk in front of... I wish I was in the podcast. We can't have another person on the podcast. Look at the picture. The picture down there, it has Jordan and me. We can't have a third person always on the podcast.
Adam's like, I can fit right there. He's even proving it.
You need closing music. I got closing music. Here you go. Oh, shit. We need... All right. Thank you so much. It's been great. And,
James Bond. In No Time to Fall. No Time to Fall.
I don't want to be in the podcast. What? Then what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
He wants us to sear, like lightly cook the podcast. Or
Oh
whatever
my
he said,
God.
or whatever it was. I always forget.
It's over. Just want to be able to
I
respond instantly. Ha ha ha. Well, one day.
Come on. You want to see my impression of Adam playing on Twitch while I message him? Something funny. Bloop. I'm not Palestinian. Fuck that up. Hello.
I'm not Palestinian.
I'm Palestinian. I'm Presbyterian.
Okay.
How's everyone's week? Who's on right
Oh wait,
now?
we got a freaking follow and
Yeah, I
we didn't
know, I
get a
didn't
notification for it.
I saw.
You saw it?
I saw it. It was cute.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
I'm a big fan of...
No, I do that. I
Oh, yes.
made them all.
Ah,
I made them all.
What Al was gonna
Al
be.
Pacino.
Those kids have something, man. The way Jordan just, comes up with the James Bond music.
I'll
And
join you
that's
in a Zoom
clever.
call. We could just stream this to Discord
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
If you wanted
You could
to.
listen and then message in.
Adam, I don't like you, and you'll never be part of this production, ever. Get out of my house.
It'll be like this. We'll go to Discord here. Hello? Oh wait, no.
In my house? Oh, yeah.
We'll just change the Mikey.
We're going to change the Mikey, dear, because the old Mikey just wasn't working out. We had to recast him.
Oh, we have that as the microphone. That's a pain.
Oh, that's a pain, dear. We can probably just turn this one on if you want.
Yeah, we could.
We could do it. There you go. It's live.
Anyway.
Hello, Adam. How are you, dear? Have you been eating your dinner?
Oh yeah, we wouldn't be able to hear you. That's the other thing.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. So Adam can do soundboards.
All right. Hey, Adam.
Yeah, dickhead.
You've muted it,
Come on. How's it going? How are you?
and then we just leave. So that's good.
Is that your Batman impression? Fuck you. That's Alfredo James Pacino.
I'm not the Dark Knight. I've never been the Dark Knight.
Okay. Well, there's our podcast, and thank you so much for watching and listening.
Come inside my mind where my bad hair lies.
Ooh-ah.